Animal derived foods, meat, fish, eggs, milk, they form 20 times more AGEs than plant derived foods. For cancer especially, the key thing is protein which comes from animals, and in that number one thing is milk protein and egg protein. IGF1. This is a hormone which is produced naturally in our body when we grow. But as you grow, growth stops. But you're getting a massive dosage of IGF1 today. And where is it from? Internal toxins, these are through a diet and lifestyle, this is generated. There's something called AGEs or advanced glycation end products. Essentially what happens is when you have proteins and glucose combined in a body, they produce these products called AGEs, advanced glycation end products. Now AGEs are pro-inflammatory, which means they cause inflammation in the body. Okay. They're pro-oxidant, which means they cause oxidation in your body, oxidative stress. They are aging toxins, gerontotoxins or aging toxins, which means they induce premature aging, early aging and Alzheimer's, etc. They also are responsible for cataract, eye muscular degeneration, damage to bones, heart, kidney, liver, etc. Okay. Increasing incidence of cataract now in more and more people. Okay. And there is another class of these things called HCAs. HCAs are heterocyclic amines. They are also created within a body. Both of these are created within the body, or you get it from your food. Okay. These are carcinogenic. The first one was brain damaging, neurotoxins. These are carcinogenic and they are considered complete carcinogens, which means they both initiate cancer and promote cancer. There are some toxins which only initiate cancer, some which promote cancer. These are both. Okay. They are complete carcinogens. And these substances form in our food when the food is cooked using high dry temperature. Anywhere when the food is cooked using high dry temperature, these are formed. So what are the methods? Can you tell me? High dry ovens, which is baking, roasting, barbecuing, okay, grilling, air fry, all of them. Okay.
Can we fry in oil? It's also possible.
Yes, yes. Anywhere where there is high dry temperature involved. But what is important is when it comes to AGEs, animal derived foods, which is meat, fish, eggs, milk, they form 20 times more AGEs than plant derived foods. So your cheese, for example, in the process of making cheese, it goes through very high temperature exposure. Or if you are using butter for frying, or anything which involves an animal product for frying, that forms 20 times more AGEs than pure plant foods. Plant foods also form AGEs. It's simple. See, when you get let's say any of you have done baking, you bake a bread. Now what do you have? You have a loaf of wheat, right? You put it in the oven. Now once it bakes, you have two separate layers in that. One is the top layer, which is the crust, and inside you have the softer layer. The color of the two are different. What happened? How did it happen? The crust is the AGEs. Crust is where the protein in the wheat combines with the glucose that is released in the temperature, in the cooking process, and forms this thing. So that black substance or the crust that forms anywhere is the one which contains AGEs. So higher for example, in plant foods, coffee, especially, you get this light roast, medium roast, and dark roast. Dark roast has the maximum AGEs. Okay. So HCAs are formed only in animal foods. They are not formed in plant foods at all. Even if you cook them that way, they are not formed. So if you have to use the air fryer, this thing and all, it's occasionally if you are using for purely plant foods, it is safer. But plant foods form another substance called acrylamide when cooked under similar, not all plant foods, certain plant foods only. What are they? Potatoes, second is wheat, and products which emerge out of them. So potatoes is potato chips, French fries, crackers, and wheat is breads, cookies, breakfast cereals, and coffee. Coffee is the other thing. These are the ones which form acrylamide, which is a carcinogenic substance. Okay. So anything else, if you are putting in air fryer or oven, it will not form or form in very negligible portions. It will not matter. So one is plant foods. Secondly, these kind of cooking methods, make it occasional. Don't make it a everyday kind of a regular frying. I mean, frying in any case is bad because of many other things also. Things like trans fats and many other things, deep fry. All these toxins act as a trigger. Okay. The trigger alone will not cause the disease. If you look at a carcinogen, all of us are exposed to all the time. It's impossible to completely eliminate carcinogens. Somewhere or other we'll get exposed to. But that on its own will not cause cancer. For it to cause cancer, fuel is required. Now the spark is there, the spark has this thing, but it will not cause a forest fire. For forest fire to happen, you require fuel, which is the dried timber or petrol or whatever, which can spread like wildfire. Now what are those things? For cancer especially, the key thing is protein which comes from animals, and in that number one thing is milk protein and egg protein, which so-called many vegetarians also today get exposed to. Okay. Why? Because they are considered the most efficient proteins. I will not go into all that now, but there is something called protein efficiency, which is essentially helping for very rapid cell division. Cancer is nothing else but rapid growth of new cells. Okay. It requires very good amino acids, very efficient proteins, and the most efficient protein is the milk protein, followed by albumin, the egg protein, casein, albumin, and then the meat and the fish and the other proteins. Okay. So milk is the number one contributory factor again when it comes to inducing. Now apart from good protein, you require also another growth hormone called IGF1. Insulin like growth factor is called IGF1. Let's not go into details, but just to understand, this is a hormone which is produced naturally in our body when we grow. When children are growing up, lot of it is produced, because why? They have to grow. Okay. But as you grow, once you reach your teenage and thereafter growth stops, it's brought down by the body to the bare minimum, what is required for maintenance purpose, any damage repair and all that, cellular healing, all that. So minimum purpose. But you're getting a massive dosage of IGF1 today. And where is it from? Any guesses? Huh? Milk. Why so? Because why is milk produced in the cow? For the calf. And calf has to grow much faster than a human baby. Human baby will take 1.5 years to stand up and walk. A calf takes how long? Not month, not even 1.5 hour. The growth that is required in the calf is very rapid. So IGF1 is very high in the cow's milk because it's meant for the calf, and calf has to grow fast. So there's a lot of growth hormone it is giving the calf, but you end up taking that growth hormone when you take milk. Okay. That's why nature designed milk only when the newborn is born. After that, milk stops in any animal. Now what they do, they make the cow continuously pregnant. Naturally it will not become pregnant. We had cows, for example. Our cows will not become pregnant naturally every year. Then you call a vet, and he comes with the sperm and does artificial insemination to make it pregnant immediately again. Why? Because you don't want milk to stop. Cow is a milk making machine for you. If it stops, then you're feeding it and you're not getting anything in return. So you want that to continuously keep producing milk. Even in the villages this is done, every village is done, artificial insemination. Okay. Then there are other substances I will not go into, things like your saturated fat, trans fats, free radicals, all that I will not go into that. But another major thing is salt. Salt is very highly promotes your cancer growth. Okay. So salt, we have lots of sources. In our cooking we use a lot, but apart from that, bigger than cooking, the main source of salt is all these chips and these karmurus that we eat, etc. They are all very high in salt. And for non-vegetarian, chicken. Chicken is the biggest source of salt. Okay. Why so? I mean, it's very difficult even to imagine for people. The chicken, once they slaughter, in all modern, I'm talking about large poultry farms and all. The minute they slaughter a chicken, they pump it with salt water. Why do they do it? So that it absorbs the atmospheric moisture and its weight goes up. The weight goes up by up to 20%. So it's 20% free profits. So the chicken was originally 2 kg, now it becomes 2.4 kg. So 400 grams is free profit. So who doesn't want free profit in business? It's a deadly combination of the dangerous toxins with these diet and lifestyle factors that are responsible for the current epidemic.